Brahms's Requiem is different than the requiems that came before it. Rather than writing a requiem for the dead, he wrote a requiem for the living. It's to console those who are left behind. So like a liturgical requiem opens with grant them eternal rest, O Lord. And Brahms's Requiem opens with blessed are they who mourn, for they shall be comforted. So it's really about the people who are still here.
When you condense something into a piano transcription, which we are doing the one piano four-hand version, there's a version for two pianos, four hands, but we are doing the one piano version, you basically have a set of 88 keys and two sets of 10 fingers.
And when Brahms arranged it for four hands, he included all the vocal parts in there, which suggests that it was for an at-home use where you could have a smaller group. So it sort of brings more of a chamber sound to the work.
Part of the challenge for my duo partner and I is to find the colors and to change the colors so it doesn't just, so that the piano doesn't merely just sound like a piano, it sounds like an orchestra. The biggest challenge when you play a one piano four-hand work is that you're sharing your personal space with another individual.
In some ways it's easier because the person is right next to you, you're always together, you can tell right when you're right together, you can breathe together.
The primo and secondo parts are written very closely together in the same kind of range. And so there is some choreography that happens. One person has to move their hand in or out depending upon how that works best for us in the moment.
It just goes crazy when you get to the section where the choir is singing about the trumpet shall sound, the dead shall be raised, and it just goes wild in the piano part.
It has to sound like one person at the instrument versus two separate people at the instrument. And that's what you always strive for in duo work, is that it's just twice the sound because you have twice the number of fingers.
I've always loved playing Brahms on the piano. He was my favorite composer, especially Romantic era. He's just so passionate and so expressive in his music, and especially when he sets music for the voice.
And I find I'm a much more expressive player when I work with vocalists. It aids in how I want to change my colors or change my dynamics to support what I'm hearing them sing.
I'm really excited about this in general because it's my first time working with the Phoenix Chorale and with Charles Bruffy, and so I've always seen the finished product. I'm really excited to see the process of it.